Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in FIFA Manager 2019. Hope you enjoyed the content and what we're doing here, and if you're doing just that, remember to smash that like button. It's much appreciated, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here. So time for a match here in Venera National League South with Bath City, and we are trying to get to Premier League with them, but in fairness we will probably do a restart here after this season, so we have a few more games here until the end of the season. So let's do lineup assistant and go to match, and as you see we have problem with our morale and things like that, and we'll go out there and keep it simple, and we'll see if we can manage to get away with it. And we are now behind, I guess, and we'll stop at forced substitution. Don't really stop if behind, no, not really. And halftime talks, yeah, sure. And actually pretty good. Wow, 15 chances we have had. We are actually sort of dominating the game, not really showing in terms of shots and in the scoreline though. But yeah, let's put the foot off the brake, and let's see here. So we do take the lead here in the second half on our own goal. That's fine by me if we just win the game, and we do win the game. Wow, didn't see that one coming at all actually. And Clark having a super game here, and yeah, let's see here. Possessions still pretty much the same. Chances done though 11-5 for Gloucester. That's so strange. We had over 10 chances already in the first half. So something is not quite right. I don't know if it's with the mod or with the game or what it was, but I feel like things weren't matching up there, definitely. But yeah, that's all right then, I guess. Next game coming up against Western Supermar, and we're actually better in the level and confidence, not in fitness of course, but since we have trouble with that, as you know. But yeah, we'll see here if we can't manage to get a decent result. And we're actually green here, so finally got a little bit better in the team, so to say, I guess. And we'll continue here. And yeah, finally a little bit of confidence, I guess, and atmosphere and things like that. So meaning our players are actually decent in their level. So it's, as I said, when we do the restart we will do things a little bit different, and then I will show you many things that are so interesting in this game, how it's easily translated and easily shown, how it affects the players, how good they are playing or being able to play, so to say, when they are in good morale or bad morale or things like that. And also the experience that you see we're getting mailed about, that they are increasing their experience level and all things like that. I really like some aspects of this game. So Gloucester 17 in the league, we are 13, and as you see we've had a terrible season, but that you all know. And let's see here. So Lana assistant, and yeah, alright, let's go to the game. So Ryan Clark in a very good form, so that's good. I will go with confident that we won't lose. And 3 goals to 0 here in the first half so far. So very good first half here, and we'll let our assistant manager do changes, and we'll go with this is looking good. Just 11-2 according to to now. So let's see if that's through here after full time, or if it's in another way. And we managed to win here 4-0. What a game. That's totally what we needed here. So let's see here. Chances 11-2. So chances actually being the same as in the first half. So I think that's maybe a little bit broken, but don't know. So finally a little bit of momentum here, but up to promotion, of course. 30 points, nothing to do, and no chance whatsoever in reaching that, but that's fine. So let's see here, some play back to their squads. That's alright for the first time, actually. And still suffering, that's fine. Not fine, but alright. And now we have decent confidence in the team and so on. We're now orange versus our opponents instead of many red ones. So that means we are pretty evenly matched against most of our opponents, so that's pretty good. And we should be, we're better here once again in the level and things like that against than working, so should be able to get a decent result here. And we shouldn't have that many games at all left for this season. Yeah, exactly. We have 5 games coming up here as things are looking, and so Wellstone doing better than they should, I guess. Definitely, since they are having so many red ones. Chippenham of sorts as well. Alban City and Concord Rangers doing worse than they should, I guess you could say. And we are around where we should, I guess, since we have mainly orange ones and that were pretty even matched here. And team dynamics score still -80, so still not too good with that. And let's go with a bit of a dangerous team talk that we will at least get a draw here, and that's not the case after one half, since we are under losing the game. And we'll go with pretty much the same option here, and we'll see that will be tough because Woking are definitely dominating the game so far in the first half. But they're getting a red card there, so maybe a chance now. They take a 2-0 lead, but we do get a reduction in there in the last few minutes, but doesn't really matter. So things not really gone our way there. So next game against Oxford City here, and our cash running out once again. So we'll try our best. We'll try to make sure that we get through all the games here actually in this episode, and then after that I guess we will be back with season 2. Really is what I'm going to say, and it will be a season 2, of course, no matter if it's season 2 here with Bath City or if it's a restart with Bath City and update 2 of the Universal Project database update, and a few other settings than we have had here in this season here in FIFA Manager 2019. Also, I haven't said this in quite a while actually, but if you have any questions or things like that on how we are doing the Let's Play or ideas how we should be doing, I will change things up probably quite a bit, as said in next season, in the next episode. But if you have any questions, thoughts or anything like that, do leave a comment. I read everything and reply to basically everything as well. And just for you to know, the most positive and informative comment in each episode will get pinned as well, so you just know. And we have identified a youth player that are possible for us to sign, so let's sign him. Yes, sign him. We'll just go to the match here. We'll see here, fight for every ball, sure. And Ryan Clark's form, they're dropping massively after the last game, from 16 to 9. And we'll switch to our assistant manager, and unfortunately Oxford United taking the lead here in the first half, and we'll go with a quite risky team talk that they must win, and we'll see here if we can manage to get a draw at least, but that's not the case since Oxford getting in there with a second goal, but we do make a reduction, but still 1-2, so losing 3 points in 3 speech points, and probably losing a bit of trust to our players as well, unfortunately. And the fans expecting us to get a result here in the next game against Slough Town, and it's a green one, so we should be able to give them just that. Our fan popularity going up here a bit finally, after a couple of games that we showed some good capacity, I guess you could say. Let's see here, this one we should be checking more as well, I guess. Player objectives fulfilled, unmet. Yeah, so we have too many unmet objectives, of course. So frustration very much here. And we can't agree to the agent that offering us a young talent, unfortunately. So I think as I said, we will finish this episode at the end of the season, I guess. So we're also, I think this will be, or is the 10th episode. I'm doing this a little bit ahead of time, so I'm not quite sure which episode it is, but nonetheless I think we are 10 episodes in, and sure we have been pressing on very fast here, but it still shows how much faster this game plays than Football Manager 2019. It's very, very much alike, but FIFA Manager here are running, or you are able to run it much faster here, probably but at least twice as fast, with just a big database and everything like that. So that is maybe the thing that I like most about FIFA Manager against Football Manager 2019, how much faster you can play the game, getting through, really progressing throughout the game, because Football Manager and FIFA Manager, and it's all about progression really throughout the game, and having it going in a fairly decent speed. If you're at least playing like I am doing, or we are doing, that we are trying to take a team in the lower leagues to the top, it will take time. It will take many seasons to get to that change, and it's so many changes that are playing in time, so to say. You can't change the youth academy and expect results overnight. It's not like that. It really needs a lot of time to make the changes that you really need to make that happen. And here we had another bad game, unfortunately, but don't really matter. We got two more match days before the end of the season. But yes, it's really something else to really play it for the long run. I think I actually haven't ever played FIFA Manager or Football Manager for a top team like Arsenal, Manchester United or Manchester City or Chelsea or anything like that. I don't really see the challenge in that you're doomed to win most matches, and you're having ridiculous amount of cash and everything, so you can't almost do anything to stop winning, basically. So I think that's almost a little bit ridiculous. And here instead you have the option. Well, here you only can fail, basically. You can get out of cash so easily. You can't really keep the players happy. You can't do so many things you can't do when you're playing here in the lower leagues, and you want to do, but you need the time to make the changes. Then if you're playing like that, as I said, this FIFA Manager is really something else. So if you are wanted to play the game like I'm doing and thinking about FIFA Manager or Football Manager, I do think you should try out FIFA Manager as well, at least, because you will get around maybe 3, 4, 5 hours per season to go through it in FIFA Manager, while in Football Manager you're probably looking at least 12 hours to get through one season. And to take a team from the bottom of the English tier system that is available in these games, that's 7 leagues down. If you're winning each season, the league you're in, you're still at a minimum of 7 seasons. So 7 times, let's say 5, it's 35 hours still in FIFA Manager. And if we're doing 7 seasons in Football Manager, well, that's 7 times 12, so that's 84 hours at least. And yeah, that is a long time, and will take you probably most of maybe up to a year for you to play it. Well, it depends, of course, of how much time you have, but in general you can't play games too much. I know I can't, at least not doing this half time or anything like that. At least if you're doing due to full time, or you're not working, or any option or any reason like that, of course you can get around to get the result faster and things like that. So it's not impossible, of course. I'm just saying that it will take time, no matter what. And for that reason, FIFA Manager is something else. And I think I have talked enough about that now, so I don't really think I should be doing any more about that. So 1 match day to go here. And that will be against Chippenham Town. Should be a win there, and we're now down in negative cash in the club, and we'll see how much personal cash we have, and we'll donate, so the club has around 100k, and we'll see how the season will end. and after that we'll call it an episode, and we'll see how we will come back, if we'll come back with the season pre-season or the end season and the pre-season, or if we'll come back with a newly started season and settings and everything like that. And I think that will be the case, but we'll see. So let's go through this first, and then what did we say? We'll say that we will do my career, and let's donate money to the club. We'll do so. We need 115 or so. 122. That's all right. We'll continue here, and actually we'll go back to my career, because I noticed there were some bar of sorts there that we need to check out before we end this game, and enter the next game in this game before we end this game, not game and this Let's Play episode. Trying to say the right things is not always the easiest thing if you're just talking and trying to keep up with your thoughts, really. And and that darn autosave is one thing that we'll try to fix in if we do another season, or a restart, that is, because that is definitely a little bit irritating. I'd say that you will be seeing that all the time. So team dynamics fulfilled, objectives at least going a little bit up. That's sort of nice. That's problem. So yeah, we really won't have a sort of problem. Yeah. Team dynamics not really too good. Alright, and that's stuck. Club facilities, nothing changing, and transfer status, nothing changing. So really, we'll just waiting here for Chippenham, and that is coming right up. The season so far we got up to 2 stars, so I guess they recalculated a little bit of how good we were supposed to be doing, but that's alright. So we click the lineup assistant, and that's alright. So it's experience here actually, so it's fine. Let's go here. See here, confident that we won't lose, so we'll try that option. So stop at forced substitutions definitely is something we should be doing here, and we're losing this game badly. I don't know if it's due to our right back being injured, but could quite possibly be the case. I don't know why the assistant manager don't change our players, so let's redo that. So I see here Monka instead of Davis. I pressed the wrong one, I guess, and I didn't do this. So let's try and hammer up the players. So got one in straight off from the after the in the second half. So still 25 minutes to go here. So I have a decent chance to getting back to old square at least. Oh, so many yellow cards, but the final whistle there, unfortunately. So not getting a win there, and we should have won that if we're looking at the chances and everything, but that's fine, and we dropped down to 14th place in the league, so yeah, definitely underperforming in here throughout the season. So top goal scorer, not close, of course. Top goalkeeper, of course, as well, not close. The duel here is something you get every season, Romansky versus Connolly, and yeah, Romansky having worse average rating than Connolly here. And yeah, average fitness, average form being much worse than average morale as well. Sorry for that noise. It's really a bad habit, as most of you will know, doing that. And yeah, we'll see here if we get some more end of the season screens or things like that. That we can talk a little bit about. If not, it will be the end of this episode here pretty soon. Yeah, that's alright. So let's actually do a little bit of move here. Let's actually check this out, if we can extend a contract here. We actually can. So I guess we could be trying to sort the contracts out here. We got 42k for finishing 14th in the league, so let's actually just move forward here a little bit before we end this episode and see if we do get more end of the season screens that we want to talk a little bit about before we end. So this is just try to see what happens. I'm not really quite sure myself when and if there are more end of the season screens. I do know that it's one more up and downs on the players for the season here that you will have. And yeah, so we get some football ranking here in England in Premier League and Sky Bet Championship. So you have some different things here, and that is something we'll definitely go through if we do manage to get up to Sky Bet Championship or higher. That is definitely an interesting few stats there, or boxes, stats. It's alright, we can say stats. So just waiting here. Yeah, we don't need to press help. I don't know why I tried to press help. Alright, so let's see here. Harrogate Town in offer for Sharp. We'll dismiss that. And we'll end this episode here. So remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed the content that we have brought to you here. I hope you have done so, and thank you very much for hitting that button as well. And if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we will be bringing you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.